Hello everyone, and welcome back once again to Lost in Vivo. And my god, is all the grimy, dirty skin crawliness immediately coming back to me. This was like the first series I really did once the channel started taking off, so it's really got a special place in channel history. Unfortunately, even though you guys told me that there were a lot of extras to find right after I finished it, I was in a pretty burnt out state at that time. See, for the final part, OBS had not recorded any of the game's audio. I didn't have any of the safeguards I put in place since, and so I had to use other sources to reconstruct all of it. That was like a solid week of editing one part, but I'd say it was worth it in the end. This is a very sound-heavy game after all. But I'm back now, and I am ready to see what this is. This is something that I never forgot about. It's been something that I've wanted to do for all that time. It looks like one thing was still locked. We've got challenges, something called Midnight, lost tapes, Mersus tapes, and whatever locked is. It would be very, very much like this developer to just have a mode called Locked. Have people drive themselves crazy trying to figure out how to get it, and then it turns out you're just supposed to press enter. I don't know about challenges. Let's try Midnight. Look at that. It looks like a 2D/3D view of flesh melting off of an angry skull. I can't say this game doesn't have crazy imagery. Let's see what it is. Okay. So pretty much, wait, control, showtime. Or is that just showtime? Guess we'll find out. Slay the Midnight King. Can I take that torch with me? Holding right click sounds like it does something, but I don't know if I have any weapons or anything. Oh my, these faux PS1 graphics from back when it wasn't super overdone. Oh, look at that. It feels like we're going for almost a sort of fantasy feeling. This looks to be a dead end, although there's an indentation of what may be a doorway here. And a coffin, a pair of them. Do we have to slay some vampires? No, but we can cut our way through them. Huh, there's a radio beyond here. Hi. Funnily enough, it almost is drawing a comparison between the cramped sewer tunnels of the modern day and the dungeons of old. You demand 30 coins of silver. So it really is just a dungeon crawler, huh? And now this gate is open. Well, at least we've got some background music to guide our way. You are scary/adorable. Kind of this creator's whole MO, huh? Oh my god. Alright, let's try and fight you, candle holder. Yep. Destroyed. Ah, we earn our money by killing you. Well, that can be arranged. Oh, this is very, very different from the gameplay I was expecting. Oh, the Bone Brigade is here. Alright, well, let's disturb their rest. You gotta destroy those bone eggs before they hatch. Otherwise, you've got an infestation on your hands. Oh my, sorry. Well, at least you warned me when you were close. I lost a little bit of health there, I think. But maybe we get some back from fighting you? Oh, this is very, very arcadey. But I guess stuff like this in a survival horror game, it just introduces an element of replayability in a genre that doesn't normally have it. I can't quite see what you guys are. You're like snake things holding candles. Actually, is it just me, or do you all look a bit different? Oh, our health regenerates. It's really playing fast and loose with its setting. Modern or modern-ish technology in a dungeon crawler. Fighting monsters with swords, and yet all this stuff seems to work pretty well together. I absolutely love things like that. I love things that can kind of make worlds collide in a way that it almost seems like they thematically work together. Oh my, the spiral staircase into the meat pit. Let's see what's up here first. Oh my. Fight, kill, kill, kill. Just keep swinging. And we know you're dead when your light goes out. Oh, but this time our health isn't regenerating, it's gone. And I can hear more of them out there. Alright, keep strafing. You guys are actually really, really deadly. Ow. Okay, you really have to strafe, otherwise it's kind of hard to avoid damage. Oh, and there's more of them out there. We can block. How effective is that? Not very. I'm dead. I found myself within a forest dark, for the straightforward pathway had been lost. Oh look, there's a bunch of broken mirrors. Weren't there enemies in base Lost in Vivo that looked like broken mirrors? Here's another of these rooms, but I didn't come here before. If we do descend these staircases, there's other levels beneath us. You know, I don't think the dodge ability is gonna be particularly useful in a place like this, is it? But if we... backing up doesn't help either. We can dodge backwards, but it doesn't get us very far. Yep. Continuously dodging backward and slashing seems to work. Never mind, I guess not. Whoa, you look bossy. You look bossy and you don't want to die. Yep. Yeah, continuously dodging backward and slashing seems to do something. Must be some way. Okay, there we go. We're kinda getting some health back. I'm not quite sure how that works. Hand, you're pointing me in a direction I can't really go. Yep. You just switched it up on me. Either you're changing your target or I'm walking under or over what you really want me to mess with. I'm gonna go with under. Alright. Let's follow you up then. Oh, this is new. Alright, we're gonna continue dodging backward, but let's be careful we don't dodge backward into the pit. Look at this. What are you looking at? One good hit to the dome is all it takes with you guys. Come on, 17 more enemies. So that's the way you guys work, is you're more of a distraction while everything else is going. And I see we're continuing with this grotesque imagery. Something oozing out of a cage while the rats try and claw at it. I just noticed the tentacles writhing from the bottom of your mouth. Yes, I know the hand is pointing that way. But maybe we need to be further up. Oh god, it's this. This ain't the easiest, but dodging backwards seems to be the way to go. You guys are always good to see. In here. Sure to be more this way. Oop. Dodge backward faster, please. Okay, let's wait a bit. Oh my god. Okay. Starting to get the hang of this a little bit more. I wonder if swinging doesn't perhaps cause us to stop healing. Like maybe it has to be total inaction, not just not taking damage. What is this light source? Oh, there is... Look at that, it's very pixelated graphics, but there's like a whole city in the distance. A giant moon rising behind them. And for a moment I thought I was on the Pink Place world. Alright, the hand guides us this way. Die, please. 23. We're actually very, very close. And each of you guys is basically a freebie, but I hear more dogs. Let's not take any speck of ground for granted. Oh, there's like something leaking from the top. Oh, your corpses remain, look! Your robes collapse, your mask falls to the floor, and your candle drops as well. Oh, hello. Whoa! You had a VHS tape for a head. I just killed, like, a cultist Richter Overtime. In fact, you came from this room. I hadn't even noticed before. Hello? Sorry, you seem to be stuck in place. It felt kind of unsporting. No, ow. First time one of you guys has landed a real hit. Come on, 3 more, just 3. Whoa! Oh, I remember those enemies. I remember those enemies from Lost in Vivo. You're tougher, you're tougher, you're substantially tougher. We're gonna take some time to heal after that. Anybody still waiting to get at us? I am hearing a lot of horrible things the deeper into this haze I descend. But I must have been here because there's things I've already killed, so a finite number of enemies. We really are just Doom style trying to clear all this out, huh? There's somebody? What are you doing here? We just need one more? And this shows us the way. So many disturbing sculptures, and this one simply a tree. Feels more like a monastery courtyard than anything. Well, now I guess we've got to find our way back to that gate. I recognize that radio, which means I recognize you. Path is open. Oh my, we're going through a nether portal. Or the ooze from Ghostbusters 2. Shoggoth, King Eel of the Abyss? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, keep dodging all we can. Keep moving and dodging, moving and dodging, moving and dodging, moving and dodging, moving and dodging. Good thing the sword's got some reach on it. Okay, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. He's got some hits on us. Looks like there's a sword from a previous adventure lodged in its back. I can't move. I'm having a real rough time moving. I really am just spam clicking. Midnight is over. In memory of Shoggoth. Oh, look at that. He's so cute in there. Well, I guess I did it. Although Shaman, Stitches, Apple 2029, No One, and Corlock all did it better. There I am, right there. Cool cat. Again, knowing this creator, I actually would not have been surprised if this whole thing was just a gag and none of these were real people. But yeah, that was Midnight Mode, and there wasn't much to it, but it was surprisingly fun. And it did tie in, because I think I remember some of you, believe it or not, after all this time, I remember some of you saying that the story of Lost in Vivo can actually be explained as, well, taking place entirely in reality, but at the mercy of the god Shoggoth. It actually could be a very Lovecraftian horror story in that way, even if there are multiple interpretations. Well, we've still got more extras to look at. Lost tapes. Ooh, 1 through 4. I believe these were actually things we had to discover in the base game, so it really is old style in that we had to work to find these things. Do you remember when this used to be a lot more common in games where you could actually unlock like fairly substantial extras by finding content and Easter eggs in game? Well, let's go with Lost Tape number 1. Oh, we are in control. And seemingly in a very, very bad place. Oh god, it is so dark, but wait, this feels really familiar. I think I remember this place! I think I remember this kennel from the game, from the base game! Wait, have I already done these? Did we actually look at these tapes in the game? I don't remember. I think we may have. I don't believe this opening was here before. Oh. Gives you an idea for what was at stake. We were looking for our doggy in the game. I need bolt cutters. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, maybe we won't do the rest of these. I think I maybe did them back then. And then again, a refresher wouldn't be the worst thing, right? A trip down memory lane? I can actually see out through this door. Here. Bolt cutters picked up. Come on, you little fuzz potato. Let's go. This way to the door. Oh no. Hang on, I'm actually curious now. I'm pretty sure I do remember doing these, but I'm curious. That is a big roach out there. Big everything. If we find shadows in these rooms, I'm not sick. Having to actually kind of like focus our attention in just the right spot to be able to understand what these spirits are whispering to us. God, I was just starting to get into the channel at this time, but this really was such a great place to start because it's so full of original ideas. I mean, I feel like this developer just always delivers in that way, don't they? Did I see everything? Physical bodies under many of these sheets, but they're not the real patients here, or at least not now. Why am I here? I just love that. I love the idea that this place does speak to you, but you have to learn how to listen closely. You have to want to hear it. You can't just do it in passing. Oh no. Oh no, we just had a cage jump scare. I wish I could help you. Two ways to go. TVs of nonsense displaying to a dead audience. The worst part of that isn't observing it, it's knowing that it's still going on when I'm not around to observe it. Something's wrong with them. Look at these textures, even with the PS1 graphics, it all just feels so, like, ick, you know? That was this game's whole thing, was that, like, everything just feels like it's crawling under your skin. Makes you feel like you need to take a shower afterwards. Nothing here. Oh no. Yep, I definitely remember this. Just keep moving. As long as we're moving, everything's fine, right? Then again... downward seems to be the trend. At least we're not sliding yet. Oh god, oh god! Oh my god! Oh my god! More than one, more than one, more than one! Just how far did we fall? This one's giving me a really strange sensation. Because the others took me a minute or so to recognize, but this I actually remember quite clearly. You know, it's actually kind of strange in these PSX-style games how they look the part, except for certain things that shouldn't be possible, like these dynamic shadows, and it feels really strange. My god. And right away, we're given the innate feeling something is coming. Oh, look, this car all faded away. We need the firewood. Took our son. Oh my god, I think I get the idea of these things now. This is all very dreamlike. So much of this is driven on intuition. But have you ever been in one of those dreams where you get the impression that you're talking to people? Not just that you just know things, but that you're having conversations with people that aren't there? Like you hear the words, you get the ideas, but you never actually see anyone. No food left. This would have been months before I played Darkwood, but it feels very Darkwood. matches. We can use those to light said fire. It is continuing to feel like something is getting closer. Even the way this cabin is designed, like these huge gaps in the wood, it just feels like it does nothing to stop the rain, and that makes it feel even more uncomfortable. Hang on. I can't get a good angle on you. Have to pray to it. Gives us flesh. Are you saying that we have to pray to this thing for food? Well, possibly from others who failed to pray to it? Here's our church in the attic. The idol. Now we need to bring it downstairs. These paintings starting to, or I say paintings, starting to vibrate on the walls. We can place you in here, light the fire. It's burning. Hang on, let's try that again. This time you spawned here. Hang on. So do we actually have a choice, or are those just different places you can go to? The randomization is a little bit strange. Yeah, no, we can't take you and place you up here, so I guess that's all there is to it. We have to burn you. Something's happening. If I don't burn it... Let's watch this play out. The idol must stop it. What if I don't wanna? The tree is moving without any wind if we examine out here. Alright. And number 4. Oh, right, the hotel. The Hotel for Lost Souls. This stands out to me. This was probably my favorite part of the game. And that's saying something just because of the chill vibes, you know? I mean, it's got that same dirtiness as the rest of the game, but not to quite the same extent. Someone poured gas all over this. Oh, you're talking about the couch. I thought you were talking about the herbal iced tea, I guess. It's covered in bugs. I can't sleep here. Appearing as a shadow. God. It's actually kind of crazy the extent to which dream logic is present in this game. All throughout, we're looking for our dog. In each of these tapes, there's a very simple goal, but all placed in a very surreal setting. And then in the third, we're trying to complete a ritual where it seems like it's already taken all our family, and we are in a desperate hurry to do it, to carry out some task before something comes and gets us. And in this, we're just trying to find a place to sleep, and no matter how much we wander, we keep coming back to the same places and just can't find something good. Something is sleeping here. But there's no movement and it makes no sound. What was that? I thought you were telling me to open this. That's an IV bag. Thus adding to the feeling of sickness that seems to permeate all of these. That's kind of the connecting tissue. You can look through the peepholes. That is so cool. Did I ever notice that back then? God, so much has changed with the channel in the time between these things. This bed looks just right. But of course, in a dream, even when we find what we're looking for, that just means it will quickly become the exact opposite. It's covered in bugs. The room, now more dilapidated than before. And the search continues. Something is in there. Well, it's correct in the most basic terms. So many of my dreams revolve around trying to find some place to sleep, or trying to find just anything, really. And that goal just always eluding me, always being just out of sight. There's the impression of others. Look, this room filled with candles, one of which, or no, only in the mirror do those flames become blue. Oh, this must be an old film of Dante's Inferno. God, truly hellish imagery, even for the time. Maybe even especially for the time. Like, maybe you couldn't recreate that in the modern day. It's the age and separation that does something for us. Well, let's try upstairs then. This door is broken open. And just as well, I guess, considering the bed looks clean enough. But it, too, is overcome with filth. And I guess the search is on again. God, sleeping in a place like this with the door wide open. The bed may be clean, but I'm not sure I'd be able to. We know there are others here, but what's going on behind these doors is left entirely to our imagination. This bed also looks fairly clean, although a bit oily and depressed. It's soaked with tar. Okay. And this is all just here, not even the solution. That's the staircase. This door I can't even, it won't even let me attempt to open it. And in fact, my whole view seems to shake as I approach. Or is that just in general? I hadn't noticed until now. Wait, have I looped myself back? I do believe I have. Wait, the geometry of this is a little bit strange. The gate is now open. Well, I suppose it's better than nothing. This chair looks clean. And it's at this point that it starts to become clear that the pestilence is us. Oh, look, these moths and flies all over, the squirming sounds. What body horror to know you're leaving a slime trail wherever you go. To know that it's you. And therefore that you can never be free of it, never be clean again. I mean, this game, I feel like it not only touches on phobias, as a lot of horror games do, but it also reaches straight into so many anxieties and just, I guess, just dark fears. My God. And if we look at ourselves in a mirror, we find that we have become the representation of filth. The question is, what do we do with that information? Hello, Gray Man from LSD Dream Emulator. You know, personally, that's another fear from me, just the idea of waking up to some new problem. That horrible soundtrack is back. Okay. Moving on to Mersus tapes. There's 5 of them. Okay, well, the first one is titled The Wolf. Number 5. Okay, so we'll start with number 1, I guess, since they're in that order. Oh, I guess we don't... Cancelled. But as for you then, The Way Out. Number 6, by Mr. Craven. You don't count the days anymore. The light that you occasionally see from the window. The breeze you can sometimes feel. Those are gone. You've been offered a way out. Will you take it? Yeah, sounds a little bit like Presentable Liberty. And we begin in a dungeon cell with a note slid under the door. Yeah, I'm seeing the similarities. How long has it been keeping us here? I can't remember anymore. We can't keep doing this. I think I found it. The way out. Imagine if the way out was, oh, the door. Somebody's letting us out. Have anything for me? Oh, look at these, all like ghastly souls or something? Maybe an eternal prison. How did you get out? Tell me. Tell me. Different energies from all of these cells. The door is blocked by heaps of rotting meat. Yet I can hear something choking and gargling from within. All this is making me wonder if we're not all here for a reason. What I actually look like.
Do you need my assistance? I don't really care about you. Why don't you go bother someone else?
This must be the cell of the benefactor who saw fit to free us. But why us and none of the others? A discarded robe? That's another question. What do we look like without these robes? The tree that the little guy turned into in Twin Peaks: The Return? Find them. Well, I'll try, but there's a forest of chains through here. What about this doorway here? From a ghostly medieval dungeon into a dark, closed-down grocery or convenience store. And now we've inexplicably got a flashlight for checking all these blind corners. God, even the VHS sounds like it's degrading for the sole purpose of increasing my tension as I walk. Well, let's go. Let's do it then. Just give me the jump scare. Just give me the jump scare. Oh my god. My soul wanders in endless maze. This is awful. It's like we're manually winding the tape with our feet. What if we try going back? That's what I thought. Never mind. Seriously, what does one do about this? It feels like I've just been put into another cell. Just a slightly more specialized one. But when we turn out the light, our objective becomes clear. More. A moment ago, being in the dark seemed like the worst thing that could happen. Oh, we can't even take it anymore. But continue to take it we shall, I suppose. It's like even the tape itself has given up. Oh. Overdosed. Each of these cages represents a different cause of death. In other words, a different way out. Is that what you're saying? We're gonna have to make a choice. Oh my god. Are we expected to do something with... I could have sworn there was something sitting on the floor there for a second. Maybe it was just the shadow, a trick of the light. Oh, another door is opened. It's very dark, but no flashlight this time. It's like we're a prisoner in a basement. It's oddly devastating to be given the promise of daylight and look up and see only darkness. Into an attic. Pick up. Pick up what? Surely you're not talking about... Key picked up. Okay, there was a key. I partly expected to pick up the moon itself. But perhaps my thinking is far too whimsical, not grounded enough in reality for what it's trying to tell me. Oh my god. You're gonna make us go through each and every one. Every method we've got to do at least once. Well, how else can we be informed, right? There we go. It's like we fell out of the cage that time. Broken neck. I don't know, that didn't look like our neck broke. That looked like we choked for a time. But another door's arrived. It's like crawling in a vent that's been swallowed by some huge creature. A metal intestinal tract inside a real one. Oh. I'm getting cut up by this barbed wire. And these walls are getting narrower, and the outside it's finding its way in more. Once again, no flashlight. And so very, very dark. God, just imagine what this would feel like, having to increasingly crouch our head down. Our shoulders dragging along these rusty walls, all this blood and other substances dripping on us. Think about what this place feels like, what it smells like. Is that a box cutter? Absolutely awful. bled to death. Has anything new opened? Where is what? Oh, it's you speaking, which opens our new avenues. Welcome home. And that's what it is, just a normal home, a ceiling fan, a kitty on the wall. And doors we have to knock on to enter. We can read a note. Where did it go? The thing out there asked, where is it? That's a beautiful moon sunrise. Actually, probably among the prettier things we've seen. Can we really not just stay here? Even if it remains our prison, it's something better, right? Not here. Nor here. Looks like someone's already torn this place apart. Oh, check. I need it. Oh, need what? Oh. Slide. Choosing to do it in here. You're growing with each of these. And I suppose that makes sense. I guess that's a way of showing us that we felt pursued, metaphorically. And where this is all leading, we still don't know. Shot through the skull. Well, I suppose out of all of those, that one makes the most sense, right? But what about you? Do we need to... Oh, I've got to use them all. But what does freedom mean here? God, that's one of those things that I'm going to be thinking about for a while, because obviously it's very disturbing in nature. But to me, it feels like one of those dreams where you wake up feeling like it was so important and meaningful, but you just can't make it make sense. Like, I feel like I need that last little bit to understand it. But next up is The Wolf. Lost tape number 5 by Kira. Howls and screams echo through the twisted old branches of the overgrown campground. A history of unresolved violence keeps many away from this place. But regardless, you find yourself trapped here. Something sinister is stalking through the woods, and you seek to escape. Let's do it. I have to escape. Well, the truck would be a good start. I need the key. Okay. So we just gotta find it. We can actually crawl into the tent. That's pretty cool. Why don't we just stay here and have our safety bubble? Unfortunately, we're not going to be quite so lucky, are we? Is there anything here we can use, though, nevertheless? I need matches. We can light a fire with matches. So it's not just a matter of finding the key. Question is, what do we need a fire for? I guess we've already buried our friends. The wolf is near. Locked box. Oh. There's going to be a number of prerequisites. I can see through here that there's another of these things. But I just can't get around to it. Maybe I can find some way to cut those leaves down. God, if I had seen that in a PS1 game as a kid, I would have turned the console off and never looked back. But I feel like things like that are so formative, aren't they? Those images which absolutely scare the bejesus out of you in a work that it has no right being in. You're stalking me actively. I mean, it's those large Marge moments, you know? The things you absolutely hate at the time, but you always end up looking back on fondly. It preys on us. Well, that's fine. I could use some praise. We can hide in here. Not sure why we'd want to, though. Muddy rag. It's too difficult to turn. Something heavy is on the rope. Or maybe something holding it down. So maybe the moldy rag can be used to help with the burning. Matches. Okay, which means we can now light the fire. And burn the box. And pick up the truck key. Okay, that went a bit more quickly than I expected, but I'm fine to leave. Still don't see the wolf. Oh wow, I'm actually controlling this! What's got me stuck here? Maybe I can shimmy my way down. There we go. Oh, and it's bouncing me again on the gate. Okay, there's something wrong with the gate, but okay, let's make our escape. Let's go, 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 go. Down the narrow path. It's not the easiest thing to steer. It feels as though we made our escape, but of course that's far too easy. It's let us travel for quite a while. The swaying tall grass on either side. Nothing behind us, nothing in the rear view or side view. And quite a brilliant full moon up there. And no wonder these things are growing to extra protein versions of themselves. Once again, it feels like you're letting me go a real long time. Without seeing where this is going. Oh no. Oh no, we're out of gas. We haven't gotten nearly far enough. And here we go. God, look at that thing. It's just staring. That's actually worse than just killing me, because now we're just back out here, and later you're gonna kill me. Do you like toying with your food? Is there actual malice there? God, this is so cool. I love how all of these feel like they could just be like little game jam games. In fact, maybe they are, but there's really so many additional stories being told through Lost in Vivo. You should not have come here. Well, doesn't this place look a bit familiar? Now I'm really glad I went back and played those lost tapes. Wait, the tree looks like it's molting. There's a tiny grave here. Something buried here smells strange. Well, my first instinct for an adventure game was to dig it up, but maybe our character is a bit more sane. Very interesting texture to our flashlight, by the way. It's like almost rectangular. There's a pile of tape someone was trying to burn. Maybe this could actually be a story of how all these things came to be in the sewers in the game. Crosses painted on the walls. Yeah, either way, I think that deity has come and gone. It's some sort of meat? Is this a drive-through window for sacrifices to that creature? Is that the thing they were trying to make sacrifices to in the tape? Wait, read. I began with bark to be its base. I used its own flesh to hold it in place. I used some sticks to act as nails, then dead face and limbs to add details. It pulled me in to become a ring. I woke unhuman. I began worshipping. As much an instruction manual as horrid poetry, a glimpse into who came before us. Alright, let's start looking then. We need bark, we need the meat. Well, we do need sticks. There were some sticks over here, right? We need meat. But what's the last thing? The dead faces. Well, we can place the bark, the flesh, and the sticks. But now we need a dead face. Well, with the rain coming, perhaps something new will have revealed itself. Maybe it's claimed new prey. You really can't just dig up whatever's beside the house there. Oh no. The crow? Okay, run back. Run back. I had mistaken the yellow texture of the leaves for a face staring back at me. Back here, back here, back here. It's complete. You know, I think that actually explained a lot. Believe it or not, I think that actually explained a lot. Look, we completed this ritual to try and save ourselves from this creature in the woods. That caused them to come and do their thing with that creature, which looked a whole lot like the baby Sagoth from the first thing we played, from Midnight. And they dropped it down that well. Actually, not really a well, because it descended into brick. Brick which looks a lot like the sewer where we found ourselves in the main game. I mean, this really does feel, everything we've done tonight, like a surreal horror anthology, and it is. But I do get the impression that this is all connected. Let's just see what challenges looks like. Ah, okay, so these are basically tick boxes where achieving certain things in the main game allow us to unlock these little conditions. In this case, Midnight Mode was really the big unlock, and we did achieve the good ending on the first try. Apparently things can go much, much worse. Now, I don't know what New Nightmare is for completing New Game Plus, and Light Gallery, I don't know what that is, but I do know how to achieve another thing, and I have always remembered it since you told me all these years ago. That's actually done not through anything in-game, but by going into the menu, the options, and sliding all the way down. I need to get home. This has got to be among the coolest Easter eggs I've ever heard of, where by sliding the gamma all the way to nothing and managing to feel our way in the dark to a new game is exactly what it rewards us with. Now let's find out. Can we can actually drive. But at least this way we can see it through to the end. And don't think I don't recognize that Silent Hill 3 reference. Well, let's go. It's so crazy, and I think the appeal of PSX horror is taking all of these modern concepts, how much horror has evolved in the medium, and applying it to these old graphics, making it feel like we're there in the late 90s or something, sitting in our darkened room in front of the globe, the screen, experiencing this stuff. About how mind-bending this stuff can be even now, and how much harder it would have hit then. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's things here. There's lost spirits in the tunnel. Why wouldn't there be? Well, it's probably trying to avoid hitting them. Nothing seems to happen when I do. But still. No. No. Just keep avoiding. God, how long does this tunnel go for? It almost feels infinite. We just keep passing these, like, same gaps on the side. I just got jump scared by my mirror ornament. And the guy that just astral phased through me. Well, the soundtrack seems to have let up, but we're still going. Never mind. Have we made it? Oh, look, we've got stars in the sky. We've got lights in the buildings. Pardon the dogs outside, though I suppose it's appropriate given this game. Oh, not what I meant to do. who turned out not just the stars in the sky, but the lights in the city all at once. Now leaving the stars. No kidding. Now it remains to be seen is whether we can actually complete that drive home. It has gone completely silent. I suppose it makes sense to have the car be silent, given they want us to hear the music. Which, man, they say keep your eyes on the road! Oh my god, go, go, go! Game over? Excuse me? And we're back now. Thankfully, we had the option to auto-drive, so I could just go do something on my phone while we waited for that. Oh my god. Like, we really have to do all of that again. This time I'm going to try just running him over, because if this really is supposed to be, like, an endgame Easter egg, if there is such a thing, then maybe we're really just supposed to go for wish fulfillment. Maybe the problem was trying to go around. Let's just try running him down. Okay, a little bit of an anticlimax for somebody who has haunted my dreams for this entire game, but hey, whatever. Now, that guy appeared. He appeared in the hotel, and I don't remember if he ever appeared in the main game, but he was at the hotel in the Lost Tape. He's here. In other words, he's a recurring figure. Minecraft cave noises. I'm thinking he's more important than we may have at first thought. Oh boy, it's going Silent Hill. Okay, well, you know what? They allowed us to have whimsy for just a moment. Let's hold out hope that it's darkest before the dawn, huh? This feels like a chase. This feels like a lot like a chase, and we are a slow car. Okay, bang. Alright, we can pass you. We don't have to hit you all. Yes, I did hit that guy and didn't see it. Of course, it's still quite satisfying to do so. I can't tell if that's darkness or if there's a shape in the rear view in the back seat. But it hardly matters now. You know, this is one interesting music visualizer, isn't it? Well, that complicates things. Part of the soundtrack are cries from the abyss. It's so hard to tell anymore. Here we go again. You guys are creating kind of a split. God, I'm sorry. The little light tapping noise you make when we run you over at full speed with our van. There may be something behind us. Kind of sounds like there may be something behind us. Music is making it feel like there may be something behind us. Go, 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 go. Oh no, go, but wait, what if you slow us down? Doesn't much matter now, does it? Look at the walls. Okay, the important thing now is just don't stop. Just don't stop and don't hit any walls, anything that will stop us. Oh god, this is bad. This has turned into something so much more than where I expected it would lead. Just keep it moving. I want to look back, but it hardly matters. I don't even know if I saw anything. That is the silence of cautious optimism. Well, we made it out. Seems it really was darkest before dawn. You made it home. Well, seems it really was darkest before the dawn. Certainly a very interesting experience. Especially to be hidden in the way that it was, essentially an interactive music video. Although the ending is, after all that, very much a congratulation, you are winner tier. I guess the only thing that leaves then is to try light mode. The opposite experience. Look at you. Hi. Aw. Can we pet you? Of course we can. Aww. After all this, what better thing to see than for you to come running up to me? It may have been years, but it just immediately you activated all the happy neurons. Oh yes, I remember you quite well, dog mimic. Virgil? Well, I don't recall ever encountering you. Oh, the pet is for you, not for Virgil. The eyeless hobo we encountered in the beginning of the game? God, these things are so nightmarish, so unlike anything I've seen before. And that's when we put them here in the light. Dr. Pacini, I remember you, the corpse who masqueraded as a glitch for one of the hardest hitting scares I've ever had. Your brain. Although, to me, it looks a lot more like a stomach, honestly. Childhood memories, the siren. Again, it keeps really confusing me and making me think that these things want pets. In the game, at least, they very much did not. Ghost trains, the mirrors, which... Look at that. I don't think I had ever noticed that before. They reflect some kind of, like, bug world. A world in which the bugs look a lot like screaming faces, don't they? I love stuff like this. These things in the endgame where we can just look at all the assets. You know what else did that? Anthology of the Killer. Here we can see some of the old assets. The dog head, which I guess eventually became the wolf creature in the wolf tape. the Dark Winged Man, you who appears in several of the side material, those simply known as Spooky Boys, Biogathoth, you're a tree, and the Biogathoth idol. Maybe the molting tree was always you. Hang on, wait. Let's compare these things. Oh, that is so funny. I mean, it may be a faux PS1 game, but we've got to have standards, right? And the bag, that which was in the back seat of the car. You were Shoggoth. I don't remember if it said it in the game itself. You're the boss form that we fought in Midnight, but you were there in the original game. The base game, right, it is so full of original ideas and disgusting imagery. And as I said before, I think the most interesting thing is that it preys on a lot of anxieties rather than just fears. But it was certainly very worthwhile to come back here and see all these things that I missed, and I'm so glad that I did. And the reason I did so is not just because of you guys pushing me to do so, although that certainly played a big role, but it's because of those strengths, this game has had the lasting power to stick in my mind, even after playing dozens of games in the years since. It's the music, the imagery. It's all these, and the dog, that force it and things like it to stick in your mind and form a lasting impression. And if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one. And it is so good to see you again.